Good afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between and beyond. Welcome to this week's edition of your socially distant virtual Society for Creative Anachronism Sword Fighting Practice and Training. I am your host, Lord Airvold the Optimistic, known in the real world as Zorik Lakidra, wearing the shirt of my favorite band, the Blasters. So, for those of you joining me for the first time, here's our disclaimers. Don't begin any workout program without checking with your doctor first. 2, if you feel a little funny at any point, stop. 3, drink water when you need it. All right, so those are the big ones. So let us begin with our warm-up. All right, so one of the most reasons warm-up is so important, okay, jog it out and swing your arms around to loosen up your shoulders, is because if you don't warm up, you may wind up using a muscle in an improper manner and tearing a rotator cuff like I did, which is why you'll notice this arm has less motion than that arm. Regular customers here may have noticed that this arm is moving a lot better this week than it has in any of the past 12 weeks. So, but if you see me doing something that you're supposed to do with 2 arms, then do what this arm is doing, okay? Not what this arm is doing. So, jog it out. All right, jog it out. Again, swing those arms round and around and around, and come back the other way. Do a little punching forward. All right, punching to the side. Punching up. Again, do what this arm is doing. Okay, and high knees. Get those knees above your waist. All right, activate those hip flexors because those are the muscles you're going to need to pick up your leg armor. Keep your arms moving. Don't just let them hang at your side. You want to get the blood flowing through them because that's what you swing your swords with, your arms. Okay, kick your butt now. This stretches out your thighs, your quadriceps here, and exercises those hamstrings. Because getting your feet up off the ground is how you get to carry them farther so you can take bigger steps. Or something like that. All right. Now, we're going to do little hops, starting with forward and back. 10 reps each. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Side to side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hand twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jog faster. All right. High knees faster. Regular jog faster. Kick your butt faster. Run faster. And 10 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7 to 12 push-ups in the time it takes me to do 10. Again, this arm doesn't work very well, so my push-ups are going to be imperfect. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Throw your feet in the air, touch your toes. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, upsy daisy. Now, jumping jacks in different styles, 10 reps each. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Hands clapping in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Running man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get those legs moving. 7, 8, 9, 10. Crossing hands and feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jog it out. And Heisman. Watch this. Lift the knee, lift the knee, lift the knee. There you go. You got this. It's kind of like running, only you're giving it a little single leg squat there. And you're activating that hip flexor by picking your leg up. Also your core, swinging your arms so that you're moving that whole body. All right, now jog it out a little. Next, speed skating. Swing your leg behind you while you do a little squat. You go. Okay, you see that? Again, when you're squatting with 2 legs, you're only getting half the exercise on each leg. And if one leg's stronger than the other, it's going to steal the work from the weaker leg. This way, each leg gets a chance to have the same workout. I notice I'm not stepping, I'm jumping. All right. Okay, jog it out. And now, 1, 2, 3, Heisman. Watch this and do it. And if you can't do it at my pace, do it at your pace, okay? 1, 2, 3, hut. 1, 2, 3, up. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. If you're doing it at my pace, and you can go faster with me. 3. 3. 3. 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. 4. 3. 2. 1. And jog it out. And now we're going to do power jacks. I think that's either, I always get confused between power jacks and power squats. We're going to do the one that involves squatting and then coming up to a jumping jack position. Ready? 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the other one, which involves jumping up, slapping your hands with your thighs. Ready? Hand from a deep squat. 1, 2, use your arms. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, since our legs are tired, we're not going to do the squats. We're going to do the push-ups, but we're going to do Hindu push-ups. I'm going to try to do them, but look, if you're watching on youtube.com/New York Knights Combat 1, look in the description for links on how to do Hindu push-ups. I'll try to talk you through it. Ready? Start with your butt in the air and dive down. Swim up, butt to the sky. Those of you who know yoga can use the appropriate terminology. Since you probably have 2 working shoulders, you can dive deeper than me. I'm going to do 10, do as many as you can. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and exhale, inhale, and hop it up, earth, Again, if you don't know them and you're watching on youtube.com/New York Knights Combat 1, check the link in the comments, in the description for Hindu squats. I'm doing it at this angle so you can see my arms. I haven't found a description that shows the way I learned it, so just go with it. So, arms out, feet parallel, shoulder width apart, arms out, palms down. Exhale as you go down. Put your hands in your back pockets. Let your knees go in front of your toes. Let your heels come off the floor. Swing your arms forward before you lose your balance. Press your heels to the floor. Squeeze your butt as you come up and inhale. All right, so it's exhale down, inhale up. That was just for practice. We're doing 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One last one, 10. Yes, it breaks all the rules for squats, but believe it or not, it helps your knees. Next, 2 abdominal exercises on your back. Ready. First one, bicycle knees, elbows to knees. Ready. And 10 reps, 10 pairs, I should say. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next, V-ups. You're putting your body into a V, theoretically, which is, of course, impossible. Pick up your knees and your hands at the same time. Just try it. And, I mean your feet in your hand. And 1. I suck at it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Okay, shake it out. Take water if you got it. And we're going to do some stretching while I say hello to after I say hello to everybody. And then we're going to begin our technique drills. So who do we got? Michael, how are you? Kathy, Dennis, Lou, Kevin. I gotta remember to bring nose blow paper when I come out here. Keith, Rod, Anthony, and Anthony. Good to see you all here. Okay, so we are about to do the stretching. See, the thing is, you want to get warm, then you want to stretch, and then you'll be all ready to do what you need to do. Okay, let's adjust this a little without losing it behind the fence again. There we go. All right then. So, I'm going to take a little bit more water. Okay. All right. So, feet comfortably apart. Sort of a second position if you know ballet. Just got a tickle in my throat from what I ate right before I got here. And, excuse me, inhale, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. But now roll it down one freaking vertebrae at a time, counting down from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just hang it there. I don't care if you can touch the floor. You don't have to have your legs straight. In fact, don't lock your knees, just hang there. Hang over one foot, hang over the other foot, shake your shoulders out. All right, now stretch further down, and now, where are you? Squat. There you go, knees out, knees in, I don't care. The point is squat. Get your knees as bent as they possibly can. I have a little tightness here because of a replaced ACL. There it is. And a little bounce maybe. And straighten it up. Leave your hands on the floor as long as you can. Feet close together. Get that butt up there. If you can't keep your hands on the floor, grab your ankles. Hell, even if you can, grab onto something so that you can stretch out your back and your hamstrings at the same time, and roll it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Why do we go from 8 instead of 10? Years and years of dance as a child. Okay, flat back now. And okay, by flat back, it's theoretically, which is of course impossible for most men, turn at your hip instead of at your back. All right, so flat back over. All right, flat back over, and over one leg, and over the other leg, and opposite hand, opposite foot, and again, switch, 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 up, open, and over to that side with the palm facing down. All right, that's going to get you a different stretch. We're going to switch the stretch, palm facing out. Okay, you feel the different stretch there? Good, good. Breathe into it. Take it a little further with every breath. And up. Again. Stretch to the other side, palm down. All right. And palm up and change the stretch. Okay, breathe into it. And up. And look backwards the hard way. And up. Clasp your fingers behind your back, knuckles to the sky. Stretch out those shoulders. There you go. Little stretches, little pulses. There you go. All right, the ballet back exercise. Hold your arms up like you're holding a big giant beach ball. Now, leaning with one arm, pull yourself down sideways, all right? Now, turn your chest to the ground, flat back. Now, leaning with the front arm, swing yourself around. Now, chest to the front. All right, now, leading with the top arm, pull yourself up. Okay, now reverse. Down. Flat back. Swing yourself around. Chest up. And up. Down. Flat back. Swing around. Chest up. And up. Down. Flat back. Swing it around. Chest up and up. Down. Flat back. Swing it around. Chest up and up. Last time. Down. Flat back. Swing it around. Chest up and up. Whoops, I forgot. Arm up first. Got it. Okay, now, when doing this on your own, do 8 sets, 8 pairs, 8 reps in each direction. So that way you get the full benefit of the exercise, so you have a stretched and limber lower back, which is what you're going to need when you're wearing that armor. Also, it's good for if you get injured back there. That's a good stretch to help rehab. Now legs, right? So make sure that your pants are all hiked up so that the leading edges of your shorts or whatever your pants you're wearing don't get caught on your thighs or your knees. And side stretch, side lunge, okay? Toes pointed forward, so you're stretching the inside of the thigh. Unclench your patella. I don't know if you do, but I involuntarily clench my patella when I do that. All right, take a little lower if you can. All right, now turn the lunge that way. Okay, so both of the feet are pointing that way. Find your balance. Balance is important. Okay, sink into it, arms up, so that you've got all that sink going in. Arms to the side, palms down, little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You should be feeling it. I'm feeling it in the top of the calf because I'm trying to put my heel down. Now, arms forward, down, deeper lunge. Boom. There you go. All right. We're here. Take the hand that's towards the back, raise it to the sky. Okay. All right. Just feel that stretch. Feel that muscle. Okay. I'm actually feeling it right here, folks. All right. Now, again, now take that back hand, put it in front of your foot, front relative to the camera, and inside arm up. Okay. There you go. And down. Earthed. Okay, straighten it up, chest to knee. Not face to knee, chest to knee. Take that inside hand, all right? Wrap it around your ankle. Take the outside hand, point it away from me, stretch out that shoulder blade. Okay, good. Now, lunge, turn it forward. All right, toes up. And unclench the patella, stretch that hamstring. I'm also kind of stretching the front quadricep of the bent thigh here. Feel free to pick a hand or two up if you can. I cannot. There you go. Now, the other side. Inside of the thigh. There you go. Toes pointing forward. Unclench the patella. Sometimes if you stick your hand out, you get a better stretch. Okay. That's a good one. All right, turn the lunge that way. And lunge. By pressing your heel to the floor, which is of course impossible, but do the best you can, get more of a stretch back there, sink into it. Arms out, palms up, little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms forward, down, deeper lunge. Feel it. Okay, hand next to your foot. Other hand to the sky. Feel that. There it is. And take that back hand, put it in front relative to the camera of your foot, and raise the other hand up. Feel that stretch. And down. And. Okay. Now, straighten it up. And chest to knee. A little deeper with every breath. Take the inside hand, wrap it around your ankle, other hand to the back, stretch out your shoulder blade. Okay, good. Now, lunge, turn to the front, toes to the sky, and there we go. I'm much better at the stretch on this. Not sure why. I think it's probably because my leg's been more stretched out in the straight position than in the bent position on my right. Because of reasons involving the surgery. Okay, straighten it up. Keep your back down. All right, ready? Sink into this squat. Press your thighs out with your elbows there. Feel that stretch in there. And roll it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together. Just loosen up your knees and your ankles there. Okay. Shake it out, shake it out. Here we go. Grab one calf, bring your knee to your chest. All right, if you need to stick an arm out for balance, go right ahead. You want to really loosen up the glute with this. All right, do the same with the other leg. Ready? Okay. All right, now take the opposite hand to grab the opposite leg so you don't pull your knee out to the side. Stick an arm out if you need it for balance. Your You're pulling that thigh. You're not doing this. You're doing this. Okay? All right? Now the other leg. There it is. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, this is my weaker balanced one. There it is. All righty then. Okay, shake it out. Get your water. Towel yourself off. Okay, who we got? Who's joined us here? Hello, Maureen, Kristen, Betty Lou, and everybody else. Okay, thank you for joining in. Glad to see you here. So, we're going to keep the practice going. Now, some of you may have gotten tired and bored and clocked out because, hey, I didn't want to come here to stretch and do calisthenics. I came here to sword fight. Well, here's the thing. Every other sword fight, I don't see too many sword fighting training instructionals that actually deal with fitness and stretching. And the more you get fit and stretch, the more time you can spend training, and the more time you can spend fighting. And the more time you spend training, the more practice you get, the better you get at fighting. And since I don't know how much of this you do in your spare time, I'm doing this in my time. So, and by the way, again, I didn't bring a timepiece with me, so one of the things I do to check in that anybody out there is paying attention is ask you to just throw up what time it is, okay? Just let me know what time it is and I'll know you're watching. All right, so here we go. Let me just do a little thing here. Hang on a second. Okay. All right, I think that's enough invites out there. Okay, so let's get back to work, everybody. Colleen, thank you for joining us. Okay, let me just try to nest this this phone a little bit better in this chain link fence here. And that ain't gonna work. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, thank you very much for joining us. Those of you who have joined us, you missed out on the warm-up, so we're just going to go straight into the technique. Okay, so for those of you unfamiliar with the sport of armored combat and the Society for Creative Anachronism, or have never picked up a King Arthur book, this is a sword made out of rubber. I'm just holding it because it looks like a sword and I want to show you something. You can take the sword and you notice how I'm holding it in the OK position. Well, if you just pull your fingers down, then you're pulling the sword down. And if you just jerk back just a little bit with these muscles here, then the bottom of your hand is going to push the bottom of the handle forward and the sword will come back. So close, push, close, jerk, close, jerk, close, jerk. So to help warm up for that, we're going to start with warming up our hands. Hello Felice, thank you for joining us. So to warm up our hands for doing this, in order to swing a sword, we're just going to take our hands and we're just going to First, just wriggle your fingers there. Fists and open. Fist, open. Fist, open. Fist, open. Fist, open. Fist, open. And roll it around, okay? Roll around those wrists, limber this up. Make sure that everything's functional here. Now, close your hand from the pointer to the pinky, okay? From the pointer to the pinky. Okay, now the other way, from the pinky to the pointer, okay? All right. And now from the pointer to the pinky, and the pinky to the pointer. There you go. Now, open it up, and open it up. Now we're going to move on to the elbow. Now, when I'm doing things that you're supposed to do with two hands, watch what this arm does, not what this arm does, because this arm is surgically repaired and this arm is fully functional. Okay, so, elbow, all right? Swing your elbow round. And elbow the other way. All right? Elbow round, okay? Now the shoulder, all right? Wax on here, all right? Wax off here, okay? And now windmills this way, all right? And the other way. Okay, slappy hugs, all right? Slappy hugs. There you go. All right, swing it around. Okay, we all good and limber now? We all good and limber. Okay, now we are going to begin our technique. If you don't have a sword, don't worry, we're not going to start with a sword. I'm just going to show you what you're going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to pretend we're doing this, okay? But we're going to pretend we're going to do it horizontal. So basically it's like milking a cow or turning a door handle, okay? So just get used to that for a second. Notice how it's working with the wrist and that the hand is sort of turning from horizontal to vertical. See that? All right. Now, just imagine that door that this is a handle to is horizontal. So, but it's intangible, so it goes right through your head. Or maybe you're intangible. But we're basically doing this. We're turning a door handle horizontally. All right. Now, that will actually get a bit of power into your blow naturally, but a lot more if you've got a big fat muscle there, like this is from 20 years of swinging, 30 years of swinging swords, or a hammer, all right? But most people don't have that. So we're gonna add the arm to this. I find that most of the techniques that I've learned involve how do you move your elbow? And not necessarily your elbow in relation to your body, your elbow through space, because where your hand and your sword and your arm is in relation to your body, it has to do with how you can get the maximum amount of force when your hand is in the right place in relationship to your opponent's head. So that's what's important, is getting your hand in the right place in relation to your opponent's head, and everything else is how can you get the maximum power and speed getting it there, all right, with the least effort. Now, this is going to wear out your shoulder, and it doesn't get as much power as if you used more body, right? So let's try to just use the top of our chest here, the top of our torso here, and just swinging our shoulders by pulling that shoulder blade back, right? So we don't even have to move this shoulder to move the elbow, but still turn the hand, close the hand, okay? Fold up your shield arm like a chicken wing, all right? Now notice I'm not swinging my arm, I'm not actually moving my arm, I'm keeping my hand close to my teeth. This is as if you could smell his breakfast. This will still get a lot of power, but it's not the most power you can get. So let's try just moving our torso from the waist up by using our abdominals and our lower back. I can't really figure out how to recruit my obliques for this, oddly enough. Okay, so we're just doing that, all right? I just want you to think about just using your abdominals and your lower back, okay? All right, I'm isolating these muscles so that you can learn that you can use them, all right? Just wake up every muscle group, and then we're gonna put it together, all right? Now this is good. This gets us more twist than just using our upper shoulders, but you know how you can get a good twist? Your hips, all right? So, I'm deliberately tucking my shirt in my pants so you can see the movement of my hips. And, boom, All right. You see how I'm doing that? I'm actually kind of just twisting my hips there. My front hips going back, my back hips going forward. And now with this, I'm kind of getting a sense of forward movement that I want to do with my hand. My opponent's that way, by the way. Boom. All right. Still twisting my hand, but keeping it near my teeth. All right. I don't want to extend my arm yet until I'm ready. Okay, now we're going to push off with the foot. So, ready and. Hang on. Are these berry trees, and are you looking for berries?
Yes.
Fascinating. Okay, so never mind me, I'm just sword fighting class. All right, so now push off with the foot to get the twist into the hip that's going to turn your upper body, it's going to rotate your upper body, that's going to move your shoulder, that's going to move your elbow, that's going to naturally want to push your hand forward. So, boom. Okay, you felt that? Boom. All right, let's try it again. Boom. Now, you don't want to extend your arm if the opponent's so close you can smell his breakfast, but if the opponent's farther away, boom. All right, do that with me. Okay, boom, and boom, and boom, boom. Now, I just realized I didn't talk to you about stance here, so let me face you. All right, we didn't review our stance. Notice how my feet are not in line like a fencer. Note that there's so that way instead I put my back foot, my sword foot, that away, about a foot's width or something, about a half a foot's length. So that way if I need to step forward, my front foot's not in the way. Also it gives me a better sense of balance, etc., etc. And boom. More like a boxer than a fencer, really. Boom. Boom. My front foot is not directly forward, it's just to the side a little. Boom. And if it spins a little on the floor, that's absolutely fine. Boom. Boom. People talk about what kind of footwear to wear. There was a period of time where people liked to use football cleats, but then people got knee injuries because their feet got stuck in the grass. All right, so medieval shoes have smooth leather soles that actually have a nice grip on grass, but you are literally ice skating if you're on wood. So I put a Vibram sole with no heel but a slight tread on the bottom of my medieval shoes. Anyway, there you go. All right, so I think we've got that now, right? So now let's pick up our sticks. Okay, because I want to get a good workout with the tool that I'm going to be using for fighting, I'm putting down the rubber sword and I'm picking up the stick of rattan. Okay, now this is an ugly cross guard made out of 4 pieces of garden hose wrapped with tape. And I don't have a gauntlet, so I couldn't actually fight like this, but so lots of people use basket hilts like this to protect their fingers, but I want you to be able to see my fingers. So, let's do that sword blow. Ready, take your stance. The foot that's off to the side isn't directly 90 degrees, but forward just a little. Jeez, I'm going to inspect these cheeks. Hey, can I have one of those berries? Just see what they're like there. Okay, just one will be fine. What is this, some kind of really tiny cherry?
It's a service berry.
Service berry?
Yeah, I don't know what, it's also called a Saskatoon.
A Saskatoon?
Yeah.
Okay, if anybody knows anything about berries, these grow here in Astoria. All right, so, okay. Don't worry about that. That's a figure 8. That's also called, I don't know what it's called. Anyway, so, got your sword, holding it on the shoulder like it's a bowl of soup. You got your shield arm, like folded up like a chicken wing. And you've got your pizza slice of doom. We'll talk about that in a bit. Now put it all together. Push off with your back foot, extend your arm, and close your hand. There you go. All right, and swing. And you'll notice the only thing swinging is the tip of the sword. I'm not swinging my arm out. That's going to hurt your shoulder, hurt your elbow, be too easy to see, easy to stop, be too slow. Shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Boom. There you go. Boom. Now, if you've got something to hit, like a tree, well, try not to hit living things, but like a pell, a post in the ground or something, do so. So that way you can do this without having to catch yourself at the end, all right? I mean, if you don't, you will have to catch yourself even if it's real, but at least you'll hit something and that'll help you catch it, all right? If you just let it go, you're likely to do that, and you don't want to do that. So, but at the end, you are going to have to let your hand slip just a little to get that extra inch. Boom. All right, here's how it looks from the side. Boom. And boom. And boom. And boom. Okay, now before we move on to number 2, we're going to review what we talked about last week, which is Duke Dog's Pizza Slice of Doom. All right, look at my feet here. Now, let me just see who's joined me now. Greg, Walter, Daniela, Romario, and whoever else is out there. Thank you for joining me. Now, your Pizza Slice of Doom. That is where your feet are at an angle somewhere between 45 and 90 degrees from each other. That's kind of like a slice of pizza. Now, everything within that angle is your kill zone, essentially. That's why it's called the Pizza Slice of Doom. Because before you can get your sword there, you don't have enough power to hit somebody hard enough to kill them in the sport of Society for Creative Anachronism Armored Combat. By the time your sword has gone past that, you've run out of all the acceleration and you're starting to decelerate and lose force. And again, you're outside the kill zone. So, you want to make sure that when you're about to hit somebody, your feet are in such a position that your target is within the Pizza Slice of Doom. So, if you want to take the opportunity to think about it while we're doing our drills, do that. So, you know, while I'm drilling this, am I in the Pizza Slice of Doom? No. So how do I get into the Pizza Slice of Doom? Turn my foot a little, for instance. Okay, that's why we don't fight like this, because I'm putting myself in a weird place to hit you. Notice my foot is this way. But if I fought like this, then sure, you're in my Pizza Slice of Doom, but not the maximum position of the pizza slice. Okay, so anyway, we're doing our number ones, right? We're doing our flat snap, our number 1 flat snap. So let's go to number 2. If there's a number 1, there's got to be a number 2. Now, as we all recall, the number 2, release your hand, lift your elbow, and that turns the hand over, and make sure to turn that hand over so that you hit him with the edge and not the flat. Okay, now remember, the blade of your sword is in line with the knife edge of your Kung Fu chop hand. So, here we go. And wham, 2 from the side. Wham, 2. Make this a little easier. We're not going to extend all the way. Wham, 2. All right. Wham, 2. Put it back on your shoulder. Bring it around. Wham. Release. Turn it over. 2. And 1. And 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 2. Notice how I'm turning my body. If I don't turn my body, then number 1, my shoulder's going to have to work harder, and that's weak. Number 2, notice how the target is here when I do this, and here when I do that. So either the guy's going to have to lean in, or I will. So, here you go, and I turn my body, and that kind of moves. While my hand is in the same place, my body's forward, so my hand kind of goes forward a little when I do this. So, boom, wham. The hand's in the same relative place to his head, to my head. Yeah, the hand's in the same relative place to my head, but it's closer to his head. Remember what we were saying about how the hand has to be it's where is the hand in relative to your target, and then you move your body in the optimal position to get the force and speed. Notice how I've stopped putting it on my shoulder. If you can match this pace, do it. If you need to go slower to work out the mechanics, do so. Now, remember, my hand is still just doing the same thing about closing the fingers and then jerking up here, which pushes, jerking up between this muscle, which pushes out the lower palm. Boom. My hand is just basically doing that over and over again while my arm moves my hand around. There, 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 there. And that's me not moving my body, and so my shoulder gets sore. Let me get into a better position. My target's there so that you can see my arm nice and from a different angle. There, and 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 there. Okay, let's move on. Time's a-wasting. Who's watching us here? All right, Greg, Walter, Daniela. Who else is there? Anybody else? I have a feeling there are people there watching, but I can't see their names, so I'm just going to go with it. So, how do we do number 3? 1, 2, just bring that elbow down and close the hand. Boom. Again, this being Society for Creative Anachronism Combat, you're not allowed to hit him 1 inch above the knee or lower. So do not leave your arm bent and break your wrist, because then you're going to hit him in the knee or worse, which is illegal and dangerous, and they'll take away your fighter's authorization card. Instead, bring your hand down, keep the palm up. All right? This is not self-defense. This is not historical European armored martial arts. This is the sport of SCA combat. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. Bring it back up. 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 Now, add number 4. Number 4 gets it from here to the other side of his legs, which means you yank it back, turn it over, and now you're here. Twist your hip, close your hand. And that brings it into his hip or lower thigh, depending upon how tall he is and how short you are. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, back and over. Hanging high guard to the shoulder. 1, 2, 3, back up over, wham. Hanging high guard. 1, 2, 3, back up, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, back up, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you notice me doing it a little different each time, that's because this is warm-up, where we try to figure out which of our muscles are working and which of them are the ones we're supposed to use. So, let's just do a few more of those. Let's see if we can up the pace a little. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Don't go any faster than you can go. If you can match me, great. If you need to keep it slow to focus on your muscle control, do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, silly walks, for those who don't know. It's a basic exercise to get you used to moving your hands and feet in unison. So, do it from a distance. And the number one is, okay, you can start either feet together or you can start in your fighting pose, doesn't matter. Number one, bring your sword foot forward. Number two, bring your shield foot forward. Number three, rock back on your sword foot. Number four, rock forward on your shield foot. And 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. And 1, 2, rock back, rock forward from the rear. And 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. And 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. And coming at you again. 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. And 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. And 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. Now I'm going to show it in profile so you can see it better. You might see it from a different angle. Ready? And 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. I'm taking small steps so I can stay in the frame. And 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. If you're in a small space, I'll show you how you can pivot at the end of the fourth step. And 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. And 1, 2, rock back, rock forward. And 1, ha! Notice that I stepped back. That's fine. You know what? Forget the specific steps. Walk in the space you have, in the steps that feel like they make sense, if that makes sense. Like the way I turned and stepped, pivoted and stepped back instead of forward, because that's where my balance was going. All right, ready? And 1, 2, back, forward. 1, 2, back, forward. 1, 2, back, forward. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, relax. Okay, and now the wrap shot. Okay, this is how you hit somebody in the back of the head with the back of your stick. All right, as we recall, we're throwing the shot, right? And right about where the blow is halfway to the opponent, perpendicular, pointing that way. You turn your elbow over, so as the sword continues forward, your hand flips over so that you hit him with the back of the head, back of the angle. It's kind of like what happens when you swing a baseball bat, only you turn it over a little. With a baseball bat, you're here, and you turn it over after you've reached the point of impact. Here, you turn it over before you reach the point of impact, okay? So, boom, all right? And again, we're trying not to make a big arc. We're trying to make a straight line out of it. Boom. All right? If this means that you have to swing out to the side instead of straight forward, so you hit them with the sweet spot, do so. Boom. All right? Boom. Boom. Of course, if you do it straight forward, then boom, then you can hit him with the back of the blade in the side of the head, which will catch him at an angle he may not be ready for. Boom. You got it? Boom. If you have another stick, you can use that to protect yourself so you can do this exercise without having to catch yourself. Ready? Do it slowly first, all right, to make sure you got this. Boom. Okay? Boom. 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 Now you can also do this low. Boom. All right? Boom. Gets them right in the wallet, right there. Boom. All right? They think you're going for the thigh, then it comes up behind their leg. Fake high, and then come back low. 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 Fake high and then come back low. How about the other way? Fake low and then come back high. All right? Fake low and then come back high. All right? Fake low and then come back high. Right? Fake low and then come back high. Right? A little slower now. Fake low and then come back high. All right? Fake low and then come back high. Right? Fake low and then come back high. Right? Fake low and then come back high. 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 All right, now watch this. Let's see if I can do this with the stick. Okay, so we wrap and then we come around and do a number one. All right? We wrap and then we come around and do a flat snap. But since my hand is so close to me, you got to be smelling his breakfast for this one. All right? Wrap one. Okay? Wrap one. Okay, be careful you don't hit yourself in the teeth. And wrap one. Okay? Wrap one. Now, I can't stick my arm out as far as I'd like to because of this this shoulder that's still repairing itself. So wrap one. Okay? Three more. Wrap one. Wrap one. And wrap one. Now, I know we're not getting to fight any other living people in these exercises, but at least we're getting drills, so we're sure going to know how to swing those swords. Now, get water if you got it. Okay, who else has joined us now? Anna, Mark, Greg, etc. The list is locked for some reason. Okay, so get water if you get it, and we'll restart in just a second. By the way, if anybody out there knows what time it is, Facebook Live has not figured out how to put the time onto the screen, so I don't know what time it is, and I'm only scheduled to be out here till 8:30, and the sun is going down later every day, so I can't judge that anymore. So if anybody's out there, show me you're out there by throwing the time up in the comments there. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a different way to block the legs than I've been doing. I've been thinking about it, and truth to tell, I've never actually successfully been able to block a leg like this outside of a choreographed stage show. All right? And since the knee and lower is not a legal target, then, hang on a second, since the knee and below is not a legal target, blocking like this may wind up getting your fingers smashed and that's how you block it instead of blocking it with the sword. So what do if, say, you don't have a shield, or your shield is really small, or you accidentally got bit on a fake and now you have to block with your sword, or if your sword just happens to be closer to blocking it than your shield? Well, real simple. Boom. You just bring the sword down. Now you try to keep that tip up so that you're covering more of it, right? Boom, which means you're going to have to bend down a little bit. Boom. Boom. All right? We're just going to try this. All right? So, remember our block numbers, which do not necessarily correspond to any other codified system of sword fighting. They are designed by me to correspond with the number, with the 1, 2, 3, 4 blows. All right? So to block a number, so if you start out with a pose like this, shield here, sword here, protecting yourself, basic A-frame stance, then to block a shot number 1 with your sword, you go here. All right? Makes perfect sense, right? And then to block number 2, you go over here. Now, if you happen to be the guy who likes to hold your sword up here, or if the flow of your motion just makes it easier to do so, you can block a number 1 like this, a hanging high guard, which I'm going to call 1A because you're blocking a number 1. And now I've been saying you block a number 3 like this. All right? But I'm now going to say block a number 3 like this. All right? Just bring it down like that. Okay? So like a number 2 to a number 3, like a number 2 blow to a number 3 blow, basically means bringing your hand down from here. A number 1A block to a number 3 block is going to come straight down like this. All right? And then to number 4, boom. Okay, and that's going to block their number 4. Actually, correction. Nope, that's right. This is 3, that's 4. So, and then of course to block the blow to the head, this is 5, and this is 5A. To block a straight down hammer blow. Usually those come from pole arms, great swords, long weapons, not so often with single-handed swords. So, let's review. 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, 5A. 1, 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 2, 3, 4. To 1A, 3, 4, 5, 5A. 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, 5A. 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, 5A. 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, 5A. Try to use your body instead of your arm now. 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, 5A. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. 4, 5, 5A. 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, 5A. 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, 5A. Notice how if you move your body, you can compensate for not moving your arm, which is why which may help you when your arm is getting tired. Okay, Greg, Mark, Anna, everybody else who's joined us. Let's put this together with the sword blows that will naturally follow the blocks. Let's see if we can find a flow there. All right, so from blocking number 1, number 2 is right there. Number 1 is practically, you've cocked for number 2. Now, of course, you'll notice that this number 2 is extended out straight forward instead of up here. That's just because it's easier to do that way. But, you know, when doing a number 2, it's perfectly legit to do a number 2 that goes horizontal as it is to do it vertical. It all depends upon where he's blocking you, how you're moving, blah, blah, blah. So just go with it. 1 strikes 2. All right, 2 obviously strikes 1. 1 strikes 2. 2 strikes 1. 1 strikes 2. 2 strikes 1. Notice I'm moving my hips. Now, if I've done 1, blocking here is going to seem, blocking here is unusual, but let's just see. We go, whatever. So we've gone to number 1. For whatever reason, we're blocking number 1A, right? From 1A, boom, the hammer blows straight down. From 1A, the hammer blows straight down. Your elbow is up, your elbow is down. And you pull your hand down and you close your hand. From 1A to 1. From 1A to 1, to hammer blow. 1A to hammer blow. 1A to hammer blow. All right? Now, how do we block from 3? All right? 3 is practically the cock for 4. By cock, I mean in the pistol sense, not in the farm animal sense. Ready? 3, 4. Okay, we've blocked 3, we strike 4. We block 3, we strike 4. We block 3, we strike 4. All right? And now from 4, we're practically cocked for 3. All right? From 4 to 3. From 4 to 3. From 4 to 3. From 4 to 3. Now, the practicality of blocking the legs with your hands comes if you should happen to have your shield up here. I can't really hold my arm up here because of my shoulder surgery, so I'm going to hold it to my head. So if you wind up by accident or design blocking your leg, be aware that your head's open, so bring that shield up. So if you're here, boom, right, bang, and then recover quickly, bang. Or the Conan guard, as I call it, which, bang, right, the Conan guard. Notice how I moved my foot in a passing step, and now 2 is right there waiting for us. And now you'll notice that I moved my feet to move my body, to get force, to put the enemy in the pizza slice of doom, okay? So let's just try to drill that so that we can get used to that kind of movement here. What the heck? I mean, this is what, the 12th or 13th socially distanced fighting practice we've had. So we've got all these videos on youtube.com/New York Knights Combat 1 that you can review to get basics and to get other tips and other techniques. So there ain't nothing wrong with spending a few minutes on something you never did before. So, oh, and by the way, what time is it? If anybody out there is actually paying attention, just throw the time up there because I gotta get home for dinner eventually. All right, here we go. So, how do we get down here? Well, we just decided to block, step back, and number 2. Okay? Now remember, a passing step is when your foot, the foot that's behind, passes the foot that's in front. And now remember, if we're just take a double passing step and wind up in the original position just further down the line, or we can just do a single passing step, in which case you want to switch your hips, otherwise you're going to be in a really weird position. So we're in our fighting stance, raise the shield, throw block number 4, throw blow number 3, Conan block, strike number 2, okay? So, we're here, block number 4, Conan block, wait, nope, block number 4, strike number 3, Conan block, strike number 2, okay? I'm holding my head because I can't hold my arm out. You hold your imaginary, or if you have a real shield or a trash can lid or something like, or another stick, hold that up so that you can use the right muscles to block yourself. Let me just see if I can do this. Let me use the lighter one. All right, so if I were here fighting with 2 swords, and you've only got swords with which to block. So if I were to block 4, strike 3, actually block 4, strike 3, Conan block, strike 2. All right? And 4, 3, Conan, 2. All right? 4, 3, Conan, 2. Okay? 4, 3, Conan, 2. And 4, 3, Conan, 2. All right? 4, 3, Conan, 2, and 4, 3, cone and 2. Let's try to make that a little bit more smooth. 4, 3, cone and 2. Do it slower so that we get all the muscles right. And 4, 3, cone and 2. And you notice my feet were not quite in line, not quite in time. That's part of the reason we do the muscles. We figured out how to swing the sword without using the whole body in case you don't get your feet in time with your sword. So, here we go. There. Block. 2. Okay. Block. 3. Cone and 2. Actually, a true 2 would be high like so, but I'm going to say there ain't nothing wrong with doing a variant of a hammer blow. You just got to be ready for the fact that your arm's going to be back here. A hammer blow does bring you to almost a teardrop internment. So, we're going to do the modified hammer blow. Is anybody out there at all? Nothing. So, four, 3, I just want to back up. 4, 3. Yeah, see, because going from 4 to 3 opens my head, I want to back up already. Hang on a second. Excuse me, folks, would either of you know the time? Either of you know what time it is?
Hang on.
8:17, boss.
8:17, thanks. Okay, so it's 8:17. So I got about 15 minutes to go. Thank you very much. So, block. See, by stepping back, I'm turning my body, I'm turning my hip, which gets more power into that number 3. Then I'm here already. Boom. So that's what we're going to do this time. If he's close enough to throw at this leg, then he's close enough that if your opponent is close enough to strike this leg, then your opponent is close enough for you to strike his leg back while backing up, and you may be able to get your head out of his range. It'll also help if you stick your sword between it. So, block, back, all right? And then you're out here. The weight of your sword is all the way down there, so that's going to be difficult and time consuming. Oh, but turn your elbow to the inside and just relax your hand. That's quick and easy. Okay, so block, strike, back, swing. Okay? Yes, I did say swing. Your hand will move in a curve, but it's a curve that goes with gravity. So, block, back up, Conan, pound. Boom. All right. So, block, back up, Conan, bang. All right. Now let me try to do this to where his head is more likely to actually be. So, block, leg, Conan, head. All right. And block, leg, Conan, head. Now I'm going to try to follow that the natural flow there of the sword to not stop it, to not force it. Okay. Block, leg, block, head. Boom. See how I did that? Okay, so block, head, bang. All right. Nope, that wasn't it. It's block, leg, head, block, bang. My mouth and my sword aren't working in time. Block, leg, block, head, boom. All right? Block, leg, block, head. Didn't move my feet the way I wanted to. Block, leg, block, head. All right. So, block, leg, block, head. Boom. So, block, leg, block, head. So, and block, leg, block, head. So, 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 now just to study the other principles we've been talking about that are at play here. The pizza slice of doom, where does this play in? So we've blocked here, right? Where's my pizza slice of doom? My pizza slice of doom is right here, and that's his leg if he's standing in front of me. So, boom, that's why the leg is a good target, because it's within my pizza slice of doom. Boom. All right, my pizza slice of doom turns, but by leaving this foot out, just by leaving this toe pointed that way, his leg being there is still within my pizza slice of doom. So my pizza slice of doom kind of expands, but he's still in it. So, block, boom. All right. Now we come up here. My pizza slice of doom is here. All right. So if I were to do this, he's just at the edge of my pizza slice of doom if I don't move. However, if I rotate my body, by passing my front leg to the back, my pizza slice of doom rotates, and by the time I hit him, he'll be right in the sweet spot of it. So I don't need a lot of muscle because I've got a lot of physics going on right here. So I'm up here, and boom, there you go. So your pizza slice of doom has gone from here to here to here. Okay? So, and that principle helps. If you have the wherewithal to think about this shit while you're fighting, that principle puts a lot of physics at work in your favor. So, block, leg, block, head. All right? 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 Now, you'll notice that I've stopped stopping when I block the head. So, try that with me. Try to keep your body moving. Keep the momentum going in between steps. You're never in between a step. You're just transitioning from one step to another. So, block, leg, block, head. All right? 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 And now even if you don't hit him with that head blow, the fact that the sword's coming right at him, he's going to have to either block it or lean back. And I often find when people are advancing, they may not be ready to block. Sometimes they inadvertently open up. And I often catch them when backing up by just going bam, there it is. If he's quick enough to duck out of it, but not quick enough to block, then you've stopped his advance. And then you can reset. Okay? So, block, leg, block, head. And block, leg, block, head. All right, let me try to not cheat the leg shot. block, leg, block, hand. All right. Block, leg, block, hand. Now see, my arm's getting tired, so I can't swing it around so much. So let me try to put the body into it instead of the arm. Block, leg, block, hand. Right? And block, leg, block, hand. All right? And block, leg, block, hand. All right? And block, leg, block, hand. All right? And block, leg, block, head. Now, if I had something to hit, it'd be easier because I wouldn't have to catch the blow while I'm drilling it. And so the fact that I have to catch it is cheating me of the full benefit of the exercise. So if you have someone to practice with, do it. All right, let's just do a few more reps of that and then try one more thing because it's getting dark. All right, so block, leg, block, head, and 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 two more. Block, leg, block, head, and oh boy, I really failed that block. Block, leg, block, head. Okay, my head blocks have been cheating, so I'm going to do two more with good head blocks. Block, leg, block, head. All right, one more. Block, leg, block, head. No, I missed that. I want to see the sword cross through the camera. So, block, leg, block, head. There. Okay, take water if you got it. No, I don't think anybody's paying attention at this point. But that's why we put this on YouTube. So hey out there, YouTube. All right, tell you what. Since there's no one out there, oh, there is somebody who just joined me. All right, well, whoever it is, let's see, scroll up maybe? Can't tell. Jerry Lawson Jr. Okay, so thank you for joining me for the last 10 minutes here. Okay, so, Jerry, you seem to be the only one who's actually paying attention right now. So why don't you why don't I just show you what I just showed the other guy? Why don't I just review what I've been doing tonight? Okay, so you remember the 1, 2, 3, the sword blows, 1, 2, 3, 4, your wrap shot, how the wrap shot can be followed with a number 1. And you remember the hammer blow, and you remember we had the blocks 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, right? Well, oh shoot, running out of battery power here. Okay, hey, that's okay, the fire department's important here. Okay, I just had to engage the Mophie because we're running out of battery power. Let's relock this. All right, here we go. So, as I was saying, remember the blocks, right? 1, 2, 1A, 3, and 4, and 5, and 5A. Well, truth to tell, 3 and 4 don't get a lot of play or use in the SCA because hitting the knees or below is not a legal target. And getting that sword tip all the way down could take a long time. So you might find more use just sticking your sword down there like so, and like so to block a shot. Now this will come in very handy when you're fighting with two swords, especially when the other one of them's not rubber. All right, so That's what so we're gonna change 3 and 4 into 3 and 4. So get your stick out or just move your hands around as if you had sticks and follow along. 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, yeah, right, 5A, and 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, 5A, and 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, 5A, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, 5A. All right. Oh, I lost you, Jerry, didn't I? Hey Jerry, you out there? Give me a wave or a thumbs up or something. Okay, well, tell you what. Ah, there you go. Ah, Kate. Okay, well, there's someone out there. All right, so to review, our blocks. 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, and 5A. 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, and 5A. Last time. 1, 2, 1A, 3, 4, 5, and 5A. And so we figured, how can we use a block as to feed into a sword strike? So, you can pretend this is a shield, you can say it's a sword. The guy's coming with you for a number 4 blow. You block it, you rotate your hips so you can hit him with a number 3, you block him with a Conan blow, and you come down with a hammer. Ready, and block, strike, block, strike. Notice the feet, passing steps, and block, nope, block, strike, block, strike, and step it forward, block, strike, block, strike, and block, strike, block, strike, and block, strike, block, strike, and one more time, block, strike, block, strike, and okay, that's all I got the power for tonight, folks. Thank you very much, anybody who's actually paying attention out there. I appreciate all of you for spending what time you have with me. We'll keep on doing this every Tuesday night until the health emergency is over. And then, if it's not too cold outside, we're going to return back to McCarran Park in Brooklyn. So, saying farewell from beautiful Astoria, Queens. As you can see, can you see the RFK bridge from here? Not really, but as you can see the sunset underneath the RFK, the on-ramp to the RFK bridge. Lord Airvold the Optimistic, coming at you. And I love you all. I'll see you next time.